With these days of cutting back and budgets shrinking because everything is growing in price, the question is, how can I possibly knit a sweater that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg that would be very cost effective? Well, I'm going to show you how. My name is Sue Johnston and I'm a Canadian. And in order for me to get the wool yarn that I like, I've got to go all the way to Cheektowaga, which is the closest border town. But if you're American, you can go to your nearest Hobby Lobby and get this stuff. I love this cotton. You can get it on sale right now, October 2nd. Now, why buy I love this cotton? Well, because you could create a sweater, short sleeve like this one, or medium like 3/4 sleeve, or long sleeve for about $12. So that sounds like a bargain, right? Isn't that something you'd want to do? In this video, I'm highlighting two things. One is the ranunculus pattern, and I knit these up, these various colors. I just knit the yoke just to see how it would knit up, what it was like. And I found that the pink was soft, the purple one was a little bit more stiff in the yoke. And unfortunately, I forgot to save the pictures from the yellow and the red. But anyway, you get the idea. The yellow and the red were soft. So I would suggest knitting up a swatch like this. In this case, I've knit up a face cloth, nice and soft. And then you can put all the face cloths together in a quilt. I'll show you that at the end of the video. This is my stash that I got in the summer from Hobby Lobby. I have so much fun knitting the ranunculus that I chose to marry together the Hobby Lobby wool and the ranunculus pattern. This is my ranunculus sweater. This is probably the 5th time I've knit up the ranunculus pattern. I like it. I like it because every stitch in the row and the yoke is different. Start with the neck, short rows, then you start the special stitching that she uses. And I have found that once I reach about 210 stitches, I might go to 280, but 210 seems to work out well in terms of it being not too bulky and a little bit form-fitting, and then I don't have to do any decrease stitching to size it through the body. Obviously, my body is different than a lot of people, but some people have a body like mine, so these stitch measurements and numbers will add up for you. For the sleeves, I took 1 ball of wool and I divided it in 2. So I weigh it on my scale, and then I divide the wool until I've got equal amounts. And then I just knit, and in this case, it ends up being a 3/4 sleeve. I've actually run out of this color, and I can't pop down to Hobby Lobby because I'm in Canada and it's a 2-hour drive for me to go to Buffalo, and I'd have to stay overnight, and I can't justify another couple $100 in a trip to Cheektowaga, which is where I purchased my wool at Hobby Lobby. I can't justify that amount of money to go buy one more ball of wool, even if I did a shopping spree. Anyway, it's not in the cards right now. We're in the budget. So I'm making do with what I have, and I do have, oh, here it is. I do have a white, so I might either keep it this length and keep the sleeves at this length, or I might add a ribbing to the sleeves and to the end of the sweater. But right now I'm thinking it's actually fine. I may just leave it. So I need to obviously finish the other sleeve, and that's it for now. I'll show you some of my other ranunculus tops. Here's a bit of a closer view. I've got my microphone in there, so that's why it's bulging out a bit. But I love, this is my favorite stitch. It's purl 1, slip the next, purl 1, slip the next, and then the next row you just knit it. So, and it creates this neat little stitch line. The only thing is I found at one time I wore my white ranunculus sweater, and I caught this stitch and ended up pulling it. So I'm very physical when I'm working. So anyway, this is my ranunculus top for now. So also, let me know if you think, I mean, this is sort of a grayish white that goes through the pattern. This is a white white. So let me know if you think I should add a ribbing border to sleeves and to the body, or just leave it as is. Thing is, I always have options. Now here's an idea I thought of this week that you can use your swatches for. If you create your swatches all about the same size, in this case I've used a face cloth pattern, then you can put them all together in a patchwork quilt. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time. And if you remember, do a thumbs up because I'm reminding you now. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead because we got lots more here. And if you send me your ideas, I can also, incorporate that into my videos. So, as a senior, I'm using this channel to supplement my income because we're all on a budget. So, any subscriber help would help. Anyway, cheers to you.